Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate, will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey. Turn the pages and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is David D. Squared to Corbett with
Brian Held.
Brian, how are you doing today, man?
I am doing fantastic. And I'd be even better if I were standing in line to see Star Wars.
Shut your dirty mouth. Just shut it. All right, we're going soon enough. Just calm your jets. Now, as always, we strongly urge people to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. We're 2 likes away, people.
I know, 2 likes away from 1,000.
Brian! Two. Just 2 people.
Guys, share the page if you can.
Yes, help a brother out. It's Star Wars Day and all.
I know.
So, and follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, or check out the website, twigradio.com. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
So once we're off the air, we load up the show to Spreaker.com. You can go check us out on the net. You can also download the Spreaker app for your smartphone or tablet. You'll find all of our previous shows there, and we also have a YouTube channel that you can check out. So that's where you find us on the net.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have any Scungy today because he is doing a marathon. He is doing the marathon right now in the theater of all 6 movies.
Yeah, he decided that it was more important to go watch Star Wars than it was to do a video game review.
Hey, you know what, Scungy? You're fired. Always firing his butt. All right, so without much further ado, let's get into top nerd news.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
All right, Brian, what's topping us off today?
Well, trailers is what's topping us off, man. Have you been watching all the trailers that have dropped?
Dude, it has been like trailer heavy, my man.
Well, you know, I'm wondering how many of these trailers are going to end up in front of Star Wars. That's my guess, right?
Which ones in particular, though?
Well, okay, so about a week ago we had X-Men Apocalypse. Did you catch that one?
Yes, I did.
And your thoughts?
You know, it was, I don't know. It was kind of dark. It was very dark.
Yeah.
A lot of purple. A lot of purple.
I've heard some people say they could do without Katniss.
That's good.
Yeah. So also, let's
the Independence Day. Independence Day.
Right.
I don't know. I really like that trailer, dude. I mean, I was all excited. I'm ready to go see it now.
Well, but if it wouldn't have been for Jeff Goldblum or the speech at the end, how would you have known it was Independence Day?
Why do you talk about the small, trivial things like that, Brian?
I mean, it's just
let me enjoy my stupid trailer in peace.
Generic space movie, right?
Insert alien monster here. Well, without Will Smith, welcome to Earth. I don't know, but did you check out the website though?
No.
War of 1992, something like that.
96, I think.
96,
yeah.
I don't know. So it was a cool site though.
Yeah,
but, I mean, they explained why Colonel Hiller wasn't in it.
Okay.
Because he died in a test flight, which is a very, very anticlimactic way for the hero who saved the entire world to die in an accident.
So we all got to go sometime, Dave.
No, but he was like the star, man. Shut
Not
your
anymore.
face, man.
And look, I'm honestly, I'm not going to take my typical ranty position, and it's
not a reboot.
Well, but no, it's a
continuation.
It's a
Part
resequel
1 of 2.
It's probably going to be beer pretzels, blow them up, kind of whatever. You just turn your brain off, much like Star Trek Beyond.
Holy crap. Dude, what a flaming turd this is going to be. It's going to be a friggin' train wreck, dude.
You think?
I know. I can guarantee it.
Well, come on. I mean, it's Simon Pegg is writing this, right? I mean,
okay. Well, all right. Simon Pegg has also had Run, Fat Boy, Run. That such great movies such as that under his belt. Did you see at World's End, where it was like a whole bunch of friends of his get together to do one last pub crawl?
Yeah.
And they get attacked by aliens. Oh, it was garbage at its epic proportions of garbage.
Are you talking bad about the Ice Cream trilogy?
No, I guess technically it was in it. It shouldn't have been.
Well, because Shaun of the Dead and what was the cop one?
Yeah, that one was pretty good too.
Yeah,
but it was kind of like that one almost had like a little sophomore slump to it in a bit too.
Well, all right. So what else we've got? Well, actually, while we're on Star Trek,
right.
Have you seen the criticism from Will Wheaton and George Takei?
I missed Will Wheaton's. George Takei's was friggin' awesome.
So, Will Wheaton is like, I don't understand what's happening. I've seen a trailer for a science fiction movie, and they just happen to be wearing Starfleet uniforms.
Cowboys in space.
Right. And I do.
Which George Takei was like, yes, there's lots of jumping and clinging to cliffs. It's going to be a cliffhanger. Oh, my.
Yeah, I do have to kind of agree. They've departed so far from Gene Roddenberry's original vision, and that's a problem.
Well, I mean, they officially crapped the bed with magic blood, and it hasn't.
Thank you.
Don't drink during the show, Brian. There's electronic equipment in the building.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, I really had a lot of hopes for this, but it just seems like they just want to just ruin the franchise.
Yeah.
It's like every fan group, every Starfleet Academy graduate has nothing to look forward to.
Well,
legions of Star Wars fans are very happy tonight.
Well, yeah, and
all
honestly,
all the poor Trekkers are sitting crying tears.
There's one more trailer to talk about, but now that you mention it, I have seen a lot of feedback, not just out of the media, right, but out of actual fans who were at the premiere, like 501st Rebel Legion members and stuff.
Uh-oh.
And no,
I've been actively avoiding it.
No, I'm. Everybody says it's great, like not without spoilers. They're like, this movie is awesome. I will see it again.
They said the same about the Phantom Menace.
No, these are fans, though.
No, there were fans in those clips.
No, those were
we put it on the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek.
I know, but those were just, your average folks. These are, I mean,
the plebes.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, your body language did, and this is radio.
No.
So I have to alert the fans.
No, what I'm saying is that, the super fans, all right, are saying that it's good. Those people are going to be dissecting everything about this movie. And if they like it, then it's going to be good.
All right. I mean, as long as nobody walks out and says, "Oh man, it was a 90-minute trailer," I'll be happy.
All right. Well, the last trailer is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I did not see that. I wasn't aware the trailer dropped. I dropped the ball.
Yeah. No.
Tell me about it, Brian.
It's the next offering from J.K. Rowling, right? In the whole Harry Potter verse, and it looks really cool. It's I forget the guy's name, Scramander. He's one of the authors who wrote the Fantastic Beasts.
I just heard Scruh.
Yeah, right. But he wrote one of the books in the Harry Potter universe, and it's all about him and a bunch of creatures, and that it's in the New World. It's in America, right? And
America.
Yeah, right. So it looked good.
How do you get to this place? You go through the Kentucky Fried Chicken, the left stall, and your flush is handled 3 times. Jiggle, jiggle.
Oh, God.
No, that's not how you get in there?
No. Right. So,
yeah. Nuka-Cola Quantum. I want a liter of cola.
Okay, so somebody needs to go to Target first thing tomorrow for me. I will pay them back and get me 2 bottles of Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Are you sure the employees aren't going to friggin' steal them all?
I hope not. I hope there was some memo that went out to all Target
Dear
employees.
Target employees, stop stealing our crap.
Or you know what? Maybe
FYI.
Maybe if they give more than 12 bottles a store, then everybody might get it, because literally that's what it was, right? It was just, so little supply. I mean, I understand limited edition. I get that, right? But when Mountain Dew did a World of Warcraft promotion, there was an entire display of like red and blue, Mountain Dew. All right, that's cool.
You know how much nuclear material has to go into those glowing bottles, Brian? I mean, when you're scavenging and salvaging all these components,
right?
The Wakemaster 2000 only has 1 piece of nuclear material in it.
Right.
Just saying. Throwing it out there.
How much does the alarm clock have in it?
I don't know. Let's stop talking about Fallout, for the love of God. All right, so taking yeah, I wanted to talk about this. The whole the G.I. Joe Micronauts and Mask and ROM coming back. They're all going to be in one universe.
Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty nifty that they're putting them all together. I didn't realize that ROM was on their radar for anything.
I did not realize that either. Because ROM Space Knight
I'd have to look it up. Does that property precede Marvel Comics?
It was out during the Marvel heyday, well, the 80s, 90s heyday, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
because who owned that.
They had one of the huge, like the 12-inch figures for ROM. So.
Yeah, I honestly do not remember. I guess, in comics back then, I would have assumed Marvel owned everything at that time.
Yeah.
But I kind of, veered towards DC. I just wanted that dead air pause from me.
I'm just reading the notes of the show.
Memo, do not steal the Quantum Cola at Target. Moving on. All right, Brian, so you know what? Yes, it is time to take a break. So, Brian, tell everybody what we got coming up in the next segment.
So next segment, we have Joe Corbett with us. Hello, Joe.
How you doing?
Outstanding. And
he's got a sexy radio voice, too.
How you doing?
So he's going to tell us all about NOLA Gaming Fest, January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center. And, it's going to be exciting second segment.
All right, so stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
Seeing very heavy traffic leaving downtown, heading out to Metairie. An accident has just been moved to the right shoulder of the roadway on I-10 west at Causeway. Delays backed up before Carrollton now, and also heavy traffic on 610 westbound starting before Canal Boulevard. Watch for some construction work if you're coming into the Slidell area from Mississippi on I-10 westbound, looking slow between the state line and the 1259 interchange. I'm Lisa Baquet. If you see traffic problems, call 504-620-1000.
This report is brought to you by Roundhouse Bar and Grill inside the Holiday Inn. Stop by the Roundhouse Bar and Grill inside the Round Holiday Inn for breakfast, lunch, or dinner 7 days a week, featuring a full menu of favorites like red beans and rice, fried pork chops, and roast beef you'd swear your mama made. The Roundhouse Bar and Grill inside the Round Holiday Inn on the West Bank Expressway at Whitney Avenue in Gretna.
This report is brought to you by Unbound.
I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz in the Fox 8 Weather Center. Tonight, Thursday night, looking good, partly cloudy but chilly. Upper 30s on the North Shore, low to mid 40s south. Friday into Saturday, looking great, mostly sunny but chilly, high in the upper 50s. Could see a light freeze on the North Shore by Saturday morning, 30 to 32 there. Upper 30s on the South Shore. Sunday, warmer and dry, and we start out the work week next week on the wet side. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz with your Weather Authority forecast.
A mother cradles her child on a cold night in a humble shelter because there is no room for them anywhere else. Sound familiar? It's the daily reality for so many who live in poverty around the world. Look closer at unbound.org.
I just used your loan tracker to check on my home loan application with Wells Fargo.
With your loan tracker, you can track the progress of your home loan application from any smartphone, computer, or tablet, so you know where you are in the process.
It's like when you use an app to order a cab, and you can see exactly where the cab is and how it's getting to you.
You'll know which documents you've already uploaded and what items are still needed. And you'll have your Wells Fargo home mortgage consultant by your side the whole way.
And you know the license plate, and who's driving, and the route it'll take to drive to your destination, and how much it'll cost. So pretty much you know everything you need to know in real time.
Wells Fargo wants you to know where you stand with your home loan application, because knowing where you stand feels good. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far. Your loan tracker not available with all loans. Talk to a mortgage consultant for details. Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is a division of Wells Fargo Bank N.A. Equal Housing Lender. NMLSR ID 399801.
Joy to the toolbox. The Home Depot has Husky's 60-piece mechanics tool set for just $79.97. So let's make any tool lover a little merrier this year. These tools are guaranteed forever, and their 100-position ratchet fits just about anywhere, which, right now, includes under the Christmas tree. Let's do this. However you build cheer, start with the Husky 60-piece mechanics tool set, just $79.97 at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Now back to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
Take the hall with our rivalry. Tis the season to be jolly.
Broadcasting from the TubbyandCoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with...
the other guy. I should be used to it by now to just start talking and figure out who the hell I'm going to be when I come back from the break, but I have yet to figure that out.
Oh, geez.
Okay, well. So what do we got, Brian?
Well, hey, we wanted to mention real quick, next week is Christmas.
It is. Did you get me anything?
I'm still working on that.
Me too.
And so to let all of our listeners know that we actually won't be on air next week.
Well, we won't be live.
Right,
but
that's correct.
We'll still be here on Fox Sports 1280 from the
true.
tubbyandcoos.com studios, but it'll be our voices in a tin can and some string.
Yeah,
we're really far away.
We're going to pre-record the show. However, we got some interviews. We have been working hard for you guys out there. We got some great interviews from guests from Comic-Con.
Yep.
And that'll be airing Christmas Eve, I believe.
It's going to be Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So while everyone's having sugar plums dancing in their heads, we'll be hard at work making a show.
There you go.
Yes.
So all right. So now we let's move on to our interview. It's Joe Corbett with the Independent Gaming League. How's it going?
It's going great. How you guys doing?
Fantastic. Now, I want to start the interview off real quick to let everybody out there in Radioland know that Joe is going to have a little contest. Right?
Get out.
Yes. The first person who calls our station, 260-1280, that's 504-260-1280.
That's true. We have a telephone in here. I forget. I never give out the phone number.
So first person to call in and they can answer the question that Joe has for him will get a free pair of tickets to NOLA Gaming Fest on the 2nd and 3rd of January at the Pontchartrain Center.
Dun, dun, dun.
Call in now.
Yes.
It'll be easy. All right, what is it?
You want another question now? No, they can't have the question
now.
They can't Google it that quick.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we got to make it a little bit of a challenge.
I already had my phone and everything.
Yeah. It's all right. So, Joe, man, this is this kind of dropped in our laps all of a sudden. What's going on? You're the founder and CEO of Random Nerds. So let's talk. What is Random Nerds?
So Random Nerds is a little media company I run with a business partner. His name is Bryce Rideau. We write about all things gaming, tech, politics, pop culture, but from the, sort of impassioned nerd side. So people who are just hyper into politics, which is not me,
right.
But hyper into gaming and technology, we just kind of take it to that extreme and just write about anything we feel like.
All right. So, yeah. Dave, this is where we're going to get our show notes from now on.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. So, and how long have you been doing that?
That started as a hobby 3 years ago, and then this past April, we rebranded, launched a new website, and sort of turned it into a little business, and so far, so good, yeah.
Okay. There must have been something in the water 3 years ago, because that's when we brought our show to the airwaves. We were like, we're going to change the world.
I think it was scotch. I don't know.
That, too.
There was something in my scotch, and it was ice. That's about it.
So, as a result, like, I guess part of that, right, is this independent gaming league, right?
Yeah, so there's another person involved here who's been instrumental in starting independent gaming league. His name is Derek Thomas, and he approached me probably 3 months ago to say, "Hey, man, I want to do a big event. Let's do something together." And I kind of had that, FOMO, that fear of missing out, and I was like, "Yep, let's start a business right now. I'll get the LLC set up." So just over the last few months, Derek and I kind of joined forces with the backing of Random Nerds and the backing of Gameheads and started the Independent Gaming League.
Okay, all right. And you mentioned Gameheads. What's that?
So Gameheads is Derek's business. He hosts tournaments all over the New Orleans metro area. They play all the popular games. He has a little game center out in Metairie. So he's got a nice little following already.
All right. So I guess the goal of the Independent Gaming League is to put on gaming events, I guess, in New Orleans or the Gulf Coast, or?
Well, we want to put them on anywhere we can, but we decided that the New Orleans was the perfect spot to do this because Derek knows the community so well, and he just told me, "Joe, this city is ready for this event. Let's do this." But that doesn't mean we're not going to do other events here. We're definitely staying here. We're definitely going to be doing more events after this first one, so you can look out for us for sure.
All right, cool. So I guess your first event, of course, is the NOLA Gaming Fest, right?
That's right.
And what can we expect from that?
Oh, boy. You can expect a lot. We have all the major games that people are competing in these days. We have Call of Duty on PS4 and Xbox. We had a little flame war going on our Facebook page because people, wanted both systems, and we were able to do that because of our great sponsor, GameStop. We have...
You don't have it on the dirty PC, do you?
No, what's a PC? No,
exactly.
PC Master Race? No, thank you.
Yeah!
I'm good.
Suck it, Brian.
Yeah. I don't have $2,000 laying around for that. So I got Halo 5 tournament, Counter-Strike, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Super Smash Brothers, Melee, and Wii U, and Project M, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter 4. The list keeps going. It's ridiculous.
Our game guy, Scungy, has a Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet in his house. So, like last New Year's, I was just playing that with, like, a bunch of, like 10-year-olds, too. And the 10-year-olds were schooling me, man.
I'll bet. They do that.
I know.
So he skips the show that we're having this interview on, so I don't know that he can compete with us. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh, really?
Wow.
Scungy banned. Banhammer.
So not only did Scungy get fired tonight, but he also got the banhammer from Joe. That's great.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Sucks to be Scungy.
Well, cool. So, I guess I did this in the wrong order. What's your pedigree, man? How long have you been? I mean, have you been a geek your whole life?
Yeah, I think so.
When did you come out? Jeez, Brian.
Yeah.
Well, I like to think I came out before it was in vogue to be out of the nerd closet, if you will. But over the last decade, it's kind of been our thing. Nerds and geeks. Everyone wants to be doing what we're doing, but we've been doing it since the '80s, which is when I was born. I'm not that old, but I guess maybe not quite as old as you. But
oh, come on now,
man. I'm liking this guy. Yeah. I'm liking this guy.
I've listened to you guys, so I knew I had to come in here swinging.
No, that's cool. So, I mean, comic book fan,
I have an incomplete set of X-Men Fleer 94 that I keep looking on eBay to finish up those foil cards, but
are you talking the ones that they practically give away?
Yeah, exactly.
No, if you go to, what is it, the comic stash up in freaking wherever Jay and Silent Bob are, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, New Jersey.
Yeah, they have like a whole little back hallway where they got like boxes of them from when Kevin Smith bought the comic stash.
Well, I'd like to think that was my first poor investment I made, but yeah.
Mine, I think, was Masquerade, The Gathering.
When
you and I bought a whole crap ton of those things, man.
It's actually funny because Dave and I, we used to wait tables together, and we'd get all our tip money, and we run at a game shop, and we'd go in, and, Dave would walk up and be like, give me 3 packs of the vampire cards. And then I'd go up, and I'd be like, give me 4. And then, Dave's like, well, give me 2 more because you can't have more than me. And then we blow all our... So,
wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we blow all our gosh darn cash.
Yes.
So, pedigree, I believe we were saying.
Yes. So, what else are you into?
Well, I'm into tech. I'm into gaming. All anything that falls into that category, and for me, that's a huge universe. So, if I'm not playing games, I'm producing events like this. So, the last event I did of this nature was much smaller, but it was a Mario Kart 8 launch party that had about 200 people there, and we celebrated one of the best franchises to drop this year, or no, last year.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's
my jam. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I'll just put that out there.
No. Right, what's see Scungy is too. I'm not all that big in Nintendo.
Scungy Benhammer removed.
Well, see, no, actually, because I couldn't afford a Nintendo, I was like Atari generation. I mean, it was bad. It was rough, So once Nintendos weren't cool anymore, I got one. So then I was just like, they're like, oh, did you have a Nintendo? I'm like, no, and junk. No way. I don't have a Nintendo. That's for losers.
Oh, jeez.
So I didn't get hooked on Nintendo as much as a lot of people did.
Was yours an original NES?
No.
What, N64? Would you? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. N64 has to be my favorite system, so we're good there.
Okay. Yay.
Which I should say, we're going to have GoldenEye tournament, and we're going to have a Star Fox tournament, and Zelda speedruns. So if N64 is your console, come on out.
Let me ask you this: I got a kid. I got kids, but my 9-year-old, he's got some skills. I mean, what's the age range that we're looking at? I mean. Because I constantly get schooled online, like when I'm playing on my Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we looking at?
We cater to all ages. If you're under 13, you got to come with a guardian, obviously, unless you can drive, which would be a little scary. But if you're under 13 and you're willing to put up the money for the paid tournaments, which max out at $10, so it's pretty affordable, then you can absolutely compete. If you can hold a controller, you can play. We do have a student league though, so if you're in school, middle school, high school, you can compete and earn points for your school, and then the school with the most points at the end will get a donation from NOLA Game Fest.
Cool. So
I mean, what is De La Salle?
De La Salle's hosting that. Yes.
Yeah, that Dirk De La Salle, little Cavaliers. So wait, all right. So explain that. How is that working for them?
How's that working for them? So they've approached all the other schools in the area to sort of get the rivalry going. We're inviting chess teams out from high schools and middle schools to compete. So this isn't just plug in and play. This is also sit down and checkmate, right? So we're having all the chess teams. We're having all the kids who don't play chess come out to play in the games that they like, whether it's Mario Kart. I think we're doing Call of Duty for them and a few others. And the winners of those tournaments will earn points for their school. And the school with the most points wins, and we'll make a donation to that school to further their program.
And that's over the course of the whole weekend?
The course of Saturday and Sunday, correct.
Okay, nice. Well, that's good to know.
I got to get you hooked up with our chief librarian because she has a video game club.
Yeah, how do we get a school signed up?
So just go to igl.gg. And you'll find a form to fill out for your school. And once you fill out that form, we'll send you a discount code because the chess teams get in at a reduced rate because they're the original nerds, and I have a real soft spot for them.
I was a letterman in the chess club in high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
okay.
No, I'm not. I wish I was friggin' joking.
Discount applies to you as well.
I wish I was joking. Yeah. I had a tough childhood.
Yeah.
Well, the board game nerds are the original nerds. There was a time when you could not plug in and just play games. That's the real hardcore stuff.
I had little red lights on a little handheld thing. You remember those, Brian? The little hand. You put a 9-volt battery in, and it was like beep boop boop beep boop. That was it. That's what we had. So, holy crap, we got to take a break.
We have to take a break. So I'm going to remind everybody out there in Radio Land who's listening, 260-1280. That's 504-260-1280. We have a pair of tickets up for NOLA Game Fest, January 2nd and 3rd. Give us a call, answer a very simple question, and you can win. So, you ready? Take a break?
Yeah, I'm ready now.
All right.
I think so. All right, guys, this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This report is brought to you by Subway's Braised Beef Melt.
We've got an accident in Metairie that has been moved to the right shoulder of the roadway on I-10 westbound at Causeway Boulevard, and we're seeing heavy traffic from the CBD out toward Metairie. Delays begin before Carrollton, and heavy traffic on 610 westbound starting before Canal Boulevard. Traffic is also heavy near Carrollton heading to the Crescent City connection going toward the West Bank. I'm Lisa Baquet. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
Try the new braised beef melt sandwich at Subway restaurants. It's tender, slow-roasted Chicago-style braised beef topped with melty provolone and our new spicy jardiniere, all on freshly baked bread. Subway, eat fresh. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
I just signed up for credit card alerts from Wells Fargo.
With credit card alerts, you're notified when we think there's suspicious activity on your account. And you can respond by text to let us know if it was you or not.
It's like having super high-def security cameras at your house, and you can see everything going on. Like someone's suspicious at your door and he's holding something.
We let you know when and where your card was used and for how much. We also alert you to purchases exceeding an amount you set. If we notice what we think is suspicious activity, you'll receive an alert detailing the transaction and be able to respond with just a text.
But then you realize it's just the postman, which makes sense because he's in uniform, and that suspicious thing is the socks you ordered. But either way, you're glad you have the cameras, because what if it wasn't the postman? Or worse, you didn't get your socks. You'd be sockless.
Wells Fargo wants you to know where you stand with your credit card account, because knowing where you stand feels good. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Availability may be affected by your mobile carrier's coverage area, and their fees may apply. Wells Fargo Bank and member FDIC.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate, will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
This is the Week in Geek.
Hail to the king, baby.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Bruce Campbell. No, not really.
Not really?
Not really. Not really. Close.
Yeah.
This is Barry Boston.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, we'll get to that in 1 second. So we still got Joe. Joe's hanging out with us.
Hey, guys.
Hey. And we have an interview to do real quick, but just real quick. NOLA Game Fest, IGL.GG on the net. Go check that out.
It really works.
It does. Yeah.
It's a real domain, I think, somewhere in Africa. Possibly. I don't know.
Dave never believes you about technology.
IGL.GG means I don't know.
We still have passes to give away. 260-1280. 260.
You got to use your radio voice, Brian. 260-1280. Waka waka.
Call in for that. We have an interview that I did at Geek-O-Nomicon where we were last weekend that we're going to cut to. But just to entice you, our interviews for next week, we've got Frank Grillo. And Barry Bostwick.
Barry Bostwick's already in the can. I already interviewed him yesterday, and tomorrow I get to interview Frank Grillo. Stoked.
I know.
So super stoked.
And we might have more interviews next week.
You and your stupid job, Brian.
Yeah, well.
So, all right. Hopefully I don't screw it up, and then they'll never call us again.
No, it'll be fine.
If I screw it up, it's all your fault, Brian. I want you to tremble in fear tomorrow.
Let's roll this Mangus interview because he gave us an exclusive.
He did. Really, he gave us an exclusive. And also call us 260-1280.
This is Brian Held with the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. I'm here with John Mangus at Geek-O-Nomicon. Hey, John, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm doing outstanding, sir. You are an actor, a stuntman, consummate all-around good guy, friend of the show. And, man, you've been on before, but there's a whole lot of stuff that you've been working on since you've last been on. You want to catch us up to date?
I do, and thank you for recognizing that. Yes, I've done a lot. Most recently, I did a movie called Harvest Night. We filmed all in the Jackson, Mississippi area. It's going to be featured at Fear Fest, which is a horror con. I play Farmer Dave Stanley. He's a farmer, and some scarecrows happen and all that. It's a great film. Joey Crocker directed it. Jesse Hughes from Mississippi plays my daughter. Just a whole bunch of other people in it. Should be really fun. Should be out by March. The trailer should be online soon. It's called Harvest Night, Night.
And you recently invited me to a Facebook page group for this. Is there a trailer out there that somebody can see?
I don't know if it's up exactly yet, but it will be on Vimeo, YouTube. It's called Harvest Night, but you can go to Facebook and look for Harvest Night with an N, and you can search it up that way. Also, you can always go to John R. Mangus, that's R with a period, like for middle initial, Mangus on Facebook. Look for the little blue check. That's my verified page. You can get updates to any of that on there.
We talked a little bit earlier. This is kind of a departure from your normal stuff. A lot of stuff you've been doing is kind of background, extra stuff. But, man, you really branched out with this production. Tell me about what you did on this.
Yeah, this is kind of playing the lead, I guess, top billed, even though I think Foster Bourne plays the main character, I would say, in it, antagonist. I'm just a simple farmer. It's his land and his home, and the daughter comes back home from college because of the mother dies. You know, it's kind of a sweet story in that way, and that kind of triggers the whole scarecrows and the horror that later ensues. So I'm not going to give anything away, but it's got a little bit of a twist. I liked playing Dave. I'm not a cop. I'm not a military person. I don't shoot anybody or arrest anybody, or I'm not in prison. However, bad things happen to me. No good deed goes unpunished. If you're a fan of seeing me get beat up, you'll see that. A broken nose, I get shot in the shin and other things, duct taped, and Dave has a rough time.
Wow, that's pretty cool, though. I mean, what an incredible experience. So we're definitely going to keep our eyes out for that. Now, you told me that you've got a bit of an exclusive, right? There's something big on the horizon. We talked about it before, but you're ready to get this message out to the masses. What's going on?
Here is my exclusive. I finally gotten it approved by, ready for a drum roll, please? I got it approved. There you go. Neil Peart would be proud. I got it approved by Guinness Book of World Records. Come the 1st of June, I am going to be riding solo on a rocket cycle now. I'm going to be riding solo on a jet ski, a personal watercraft, the entire 2,550 miles of the Mississippi River from Lake Itasca to the Gulf of Mexico.
That's insane, John.
It is. Everybody keeps telling me that. I have no idea what I'm getting into, but I think that's one of my strong suits, because I have no idea what I'm getting into other than a big river.
There's more to it than just going down the river, right? I mean, what's your angle?
staying alive. Basically, yeah, from what I understand, it's a very dangerous, difficult river. Guinness has a whole bunch of, actually the record's never been attempted. No one's ever done it. So they had to spend several months, 5 months, basically combing through all of their data and deciding that this is a record attempt. And the time frame, I'm not going to mention the time frame. I don't want anybody to jump my claim. But I'm going to try to do it as short a time as possible. Most likely it'll set 2 records. It'll set the longest distance at a time on a jet ski, a personal watercraft, and also to go down the Mississippi River. We plan to do some charity on it as well. I can't really make an announcement yet as to what charity, but I definitely want to do charity to it. We're going to film it. We'll upload it live to Facebook mentions like YouTube, and then also we will film about everything. And then that'll be like behind the scenes when we set the record. I'm going to say right now we set it. Once that's done, then we'll have a show out, and hopefully they'll be interested in discovery or history or something along the lines would be interested in that. Animal Planet.
And they're pretty specific about the rules, like as far as what you're allowed to do in order to achieve this, right?
Yeah, Guinness is really, really amazing. Pretty locked down. I'm having all kind of problems getting back into my record attempt, but on their computers, basically, it's one person, one non-modified jet ski. I can't modify it other than like put extra fuel tank, but no electronic means. I can have any kind of chase vehicle I want, but I can't receive any aid while moving. So if I need fuel or anything, I have to stop, and basically I'm going to try to camp on the side of the river, and just going to be myself and a film crew, and we're going to drive down this side of the, camp right there and just ride down the river and film as much as we can and do it that way. I'm hoping to do it in under 2 weeks. That's my goal.
So the mighty Mississippi River, I mean, this is a very dangerous river, right? It's especially, at the mouth, it's large. There's a lot of shipping vessels and stuff. What would be a good time to do this?
Well, according to the Coast Guard, it's very few times you can do it. Basically, you can do it in the winter because it freezes up north, like Lake Itasca in Minnesota. You can't do it in the spring because the snow melt and all, it's just way too overflown and it's way too dangerous. You can't do it in late summer. If you do it in late summer, it dries up as far as to be navigable. So basically I'm looking at the first of the summer after the spring meltdown has, dissipated. And hopefully in June will be the best time to do that.
Awesome. So it's definitely this June is what we're targeting for?
That is exactly what we're targeting for. I'm going to have a GoFundMe site if you want to help donate, because we are doing it for charity. And if you want to help donate, if you can do that, I'll have a GoFundMe site. Go to John R. Mangus with the blue check, the website, Facebook. Look me up there, our GoFundMe, and just put up Mississippi River record attempt. You can find me there. If you want to donate, we love it. If you know anybody who wants to help sponsor, has connections to personal watercrafts or anything for camping equipment, that's what we're going to need. It's just going to be me and the film crew. So I think it'll be kind of exciting, dangerous.
All right. Well, hey, John, we are excited to hear that. Thank you for giving us the exclusive. And we're definitely going to keep an eye on you and expect great things in the future. All right?
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be a part of the show and a friend of the show, and with local celebrity Brian Held. And tell David hi, and I'm enjoying Geek-O-Nomicon. Looking forward to this, and thanks for being a part.
All right, and we thank you, John. We'll talk to you soon.
Hi, John.
Yeah, no, John is so awesome. We had him in studio, a couple of years ago at this point.
It's been a while. Well, he's been busy. He's been being a movie star.
I know, it's great.
So, man, I'm really digging his attempt.
Yeah,
so,
it's going to be cool.
That takes some balls of steel right there.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, so when we come back on the other side of this break, we're going to do some This Week in Geek History, right?
Yeah, we missed it last week. So,
I know.
Yeah.
I need my fix, man. So, all right, guys, so stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek. on Fox Sports 1280. Oh, man, Brian, you hear that music?
I do.
We should be in a movie theater right now.
Yeah, well.
Everybody's checking in on Facebook. We have free tickets. Free tickets. Get the free hot tickets.
Mm-hmm.
All right, IGL.GG, or call us at 260-1280. Stay tuned.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Chris. We're the brothers behind Firehouse Subs.
When we were firefighters, we'd all gather around the fire station table.
That's where we learned about great food and a lot of it.
And that's why every Firehouse Sub is so overloaded.
It honors our family's firefighter roots.
Take our best-selling hook and ladder sub.
I will. You don't have to ask me twice.
It's loaded with smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, and melty Monterey Jack.
Steam heated to perfection, piled on a toasted sub roll. It's the sub that started the fire.
Or check out our light version, the Hook and Ladder Light, for only $5.49.
And at 450 calories, it's like it's made for you, Robin.
That's so sweet of you.
Only $5.49. Try our Hook and Ladder Light today with your favorite beverage from our Coca-Cola Freestyle fountain. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Firehouse Subs.
Founded by firemen.
FirehouseSubs.com.
Joy to the toolbox. The Home Depot has Husky's 60-piece mechanics tool set for just $79.97. So let's make any tool lover a little merrier this year. These tools are guaranteed forever, and their 100-position ratchet fits just about anywhere, which, right now, includes under the Christmas tree. Let's do this. However you build cheer, start with the Husky 60-piece mechanics tool set, just $79.97 at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me. Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, one block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate, will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Final round. This is the Weekend Geek.
Excellent.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Outstanding.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios.
Fight.
Here's David and Brian.
Finish him.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, I had to put it in there. I can't leave Toasty out. That would be wrong.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Weekend Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Scorpion. Finish him. Get over here.
No, I like that we're doing.
Dude, I loved cutting the audio for that because I just had the Mortal Kombat soundtrack on loop the whole time I'm cutting the audio. I'm just rocking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, all right. So, hey, some little background about the show. Most people don't realize this is when we do This Week in Geek History, you don't know what's happening.
No, I don't. I have not a clue in the world. That's usual. That's usual, though.
Well,
I have no idea what is happening at all, ever, at this point in the show.
But so Joe's going to...
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Joe's going to play along, and basically I know all the stuff on this list, and we're going to cover it, and you just react to it.
Yes.
Yes.
Like Grumpy Cat.
Usually.
Yeah.
So you ready to fire up that intro?
Oh, no. I'm just waiting for stuff that just magically freaking happened over here.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future. Yes! Oh, my gosh!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by NOLA Gaming Fest, January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center. Find them on the net at igl.gg. This week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh, my gosh!
I promise you, igl.gg works.
Oh, geez.
It's a real website. Very real.
You
in Africa.
You got your own segment. How cool is that?
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Every now and again, we know what we're doing.
All right, so now is the time of year. I mean, there's geeky holidays all throughout the year, but right in this little time frame, December, January, there's a ton of geeky holidays, different things going on. So the first one on the list is December 14th. This started December 14th, 2000. It's Monkey Day. Happy Monkey Day.
What the hell is that?
It's an unofficial holiday. It's celebrated internationally, and it's hold on. It's mainly about monkeys, but it also celebrates other non-human primates such as apes and lemurs, like that. And it was created and popularized by artists Casey Sorrow and Eric Milliken in order to spread awareness for the animals, show love and care for them. What? Yeah. World Monkey Day. Come on, it's monkeys.
I fling poop. That's about where my monkey knowledge ends.
Joe?
I'm just trying to think about how you're going to play a Flash sound clip, and it does, it has monkeys in it that are flying, if I recall. But what does that really have to do with the fact?
I don't know.
No, there's like little monkey people.
Oh, there were the little green faces.
Yeah,
they had green faces.
That's
right.
You're right.
Okay.
Nerds versus Geeks.
This show is a sham.
This show is a sham.
This show is a sham. Oh, Geek Battle Royale. GeekBattleRoyale.com. We got to check it. Give our boys some love.
Yeah. All right. Next thing on the list is December 15th, 1974.
There it is.
We see the release.
Monkey Day Part 2.
We see the release of Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein.
Oh, that's
Fra
a good
Bruca.
It look nice knockers. That's for you.
Thanks.
Rollins ahead.
Yeah. You know that movie used to always be on loop at the dungeon.
Yeah.
The dungeon. Good times. Good times.
All right. How about December 17th, 1989? The Simpsons officially began their life as a standalone series with the episode Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire.
Do you remember the first season or so how blocky it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just the animation, and then now it's like
Yeah. How about the first time they went high def? That was weird to look at.
It was very displeasing to the eye, yet helpful.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think that works with most comics. You see their first strips, and they're kind of rough, and then over time,
eat my shorts, man. And then they finally got away from all those catchphrases because that got old quick.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got another geeky holiday that probably both of you are going to hate. But
probably if it's got monkeys.
No, it's December 18th. This started December 18th, 2004.
Oh, my God. What the hell is wrong with this board tonight? There must be monkeys in the board, Brian.
Mm-hmm. With the patch 1.2, shortly after its November, is the first holiday celebration of the Feast of Wintervale in World of Warcraft.
Oh, boy. I got conned into playing my first MMO. I like to call it Destiny. I didn't know it was an MMO. I thought it was a shooter, and now I'm hooked on it, and I can't stop playing
Oh, really? See, I cut the cord back with EverQuest. I got on EQ. My girlfriend got on EQ at the time, and we never saw each other. Like, one of us would go to bed, and the other's jumping up to get on the computer. Yeah, it was bad news all around. So I stayed away from everything after EverQuest.
I feel conned into it. I can't stop playing, and I didn't want to play an MMO. Now I am.
See, I'm lucky. I hate people, so I don't play anything relating to people. That's why I'm in radio.
Oh, geez.
I only stand Brian, and that's why he's in the other room.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking about Angry people. This one's for you, Dave. How about December 19th, 1971?
Oh, for the love of God.
How about A Clockwork Orange is released? Huh?
Yeah.
It was the first sci-fi film nominated for a Best Picture Oscar.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I mean, it's angry people, right?
Well, yeah,
you know? I mean,
yeah.
that's you in a nutshell.
Wait, what
right?
did they call it? Sci-fi?
How did it fall sci-fi, though?
It fell into the sci-fi category.
I mean, did they just have nothing?
It takes place in London.
Right, but it is in the future in a,
You know what scene is always stuck with me is the one with the eyeballs where they're making him watch the stuff, and then when they drag him and start drowning him and beating the snot out of him while he's in that trough or whatever. I'm emotionally scarred from it.
Yeah.
Don't know why. I wake up in cold sweats.
Yeah, it's a rough film.
It is.
Know?
Holy crap, Brian, we're almost out of time. What else we got? Quick.
December 20th, 1978.
Hey, it worked.
Starring Donald Sutherland, Brooke Adams, Jeff Goldblum, and Leonard Nimoy. It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, well, okay. You said Jeff Goldblum. Anything with Jeff Goldblum has got to be a winner.
Yeah. No, Donald Sutherland was so creepy in that, dude. It was... Oh, man. I saw it when I was a kid. It was crazy. All right, birthdays. You ready?
Yes.
On the 15th, Helen Slater.
Oh, gosh, Supergirl.
Yeah.
She was hot.
On the 15th, Garrett Wang he was Harry Kim on
said Wang.
Star Trek Voyager.
Wang.
Also on the 15th, Michael Shanks, Stargate SG-1's Daniel Jackson, Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich, man. That's the freaking Resident Evil, man. That little red dress.
Yeah, on the 17th. On the 18th, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, who? Never heard of him.
On the 18th, also Casper Van Dien.
Oh, yeah. Come on, you apes. You want to live forever?
And just for you, on the 19th, Alyssa Milano.
Oh, God, Charmed. Oh, God.
Yes.
All right, Brian, you hear that music?
I do hear that music.
I think it's time for us to go see a damn movie.
It is. So,
which one?
Guys.
I don't know. I think there's a new Star Trek movie coming out. Cool. Star Trek Beyond.
Guys, we're going to put those tickets up on our social media page for the NOLA Gaming Fest. So check us in on there, and you can win.
Yeah, follow us. Like us on Facebook. You know the deal. Facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Follow us on Twitter @Twig Radio. Check out our website, twigradio.com. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
We are Fox Sports 1280 WODT New Orleans, an iHeart radio station.